GameToons is an animation channel where they post animations of popular game franchises or characters. They used to be a very popular game animation channel, but now they are almost irrelevant with not much as views as they had in the past. If that makes them irrelevant, what makes you? Shut the fuck up! But what caused GameToons to start off as a really popular animation channel to whatever the fuck this is? This is the rise and fall of GameToons. The GameToons channel was created on March 18th, 2020. 5 months after the creation of the channel, they released their first animation called Fall Guys Logic. In the Fall Guys Logic, we were introduced to the main character named Player. That's not actually his name, there's just a character named Player in like every single one of their animations, and it's the same voice actor, so we're gonna go with Player for now. And it also introduced us to another main character named Comrade. Basically, the entire plot of the animation was Player trying to win his very first game, but then eventually losing the Comrade. This is what you call good animation back in the day. And they would continue to move their quality animation skills back to their second Fall Guys Logic. Then they will make the animation series they were once known for, Among Us Logic. Among Us Logic was a hit back in the day, mostly because they released it at the same time as Among Us was popular. But mostly because the quality of everything they had to offer was so good. From the story, the characters, the plot twists, literally everything was perfect. However, this really wouldn't last long because as Among Us was slowly dying, so was the channel, and they had to think of a solution fast. But Lord and behold, a game came from the trenches and saved the GameToons channel's life, and that will be known as Friday Night Funkin'. So it was obvious they had to make a Friday Night Funkin' logic because Friday Night Funkin' was all around the internet at the time. This is where GameToons would slowly start to fall off. Instead of following the lore from the game, they just wanted to make their own story up. I guess it's because most of their audience were children and they tried to make it a little bit kid-friendly, which is fine. But, you know, it still had some hints of the original lore inside of their own story. Their Friday Night Funkin' logic was mediocre at best, but it kept getting views, so they continued to milk it. They wouldn't just make Friday Night Funkin' logic, they will add some Minecraft and FNAF logic in there too, and for some reason Squid Game, even though that's not a video game. And then Friday Night Funkin' mods started to come out left or right, and they continue to milk those as well. Unfortunately, at this rate, this is where GameToons really started to fall off, because at the mix of it, they started to make some questionable videos. But it wouldn't end there, because GameToons would start to make quote-unquote sad origin stories of different video game characters. And then they started to do this for like every single Minecraft mob or Poppy Playtime character they could think of. This rate, I kind of stopped watching GameToons altogether because I really didn't know what the fuck they were doing. But before I continue, I like to invite a special guest over to explain the fall down of GameToons for a little bit. Take it away, Chihuahua.
They would rarely make animations like Encanto or Wednesday, even though those aren't video games either. And you could tell they would go view hungry because they would make sad and dark origin stories of Mr. Beast. Yeah, I know, it's kind of pathetic. Sooner or later, they eventually turned into a YouTube Kids level of brainrot. Garden of Banban showed up, and you know GameToons did their typical sad origin stories, or Blues cheating on Orange or whatnot. Then Rainbow Friends came in, which is just a whole nother thing that I don't want to go back and see what horrors they might have made. But then they did the worst thing they could have done, make a Skibbity Toilet Logic series. Once you made any type of content regarding this abomination, you've already hit rock bottom and you might as well just go put on some life support.
Thank you for visiting us, Chihuahua. Before I finish with my part of the video, I asked you guys to please check out Chihuahua's channel. It's funny, I find it entertaining, and he also plays Brawl Stars, so those are all just win-wins. I'll leave a link for his channel in the comments section so you guys could check them out, but now it's time to get back to the rise and fall of GameToons. GameToons nowadays just milk catnap and dog day animations, and you could tell they've been doing it for a while. Because if you look at the playlist for their Poppy Playtime animations, you can see 152 animations. Now it's obvious the original Poppy Playtime animations are included in there too. However, I know for a fact that only 30 of them are the original animations and the rest are just like Dog Day giving birth. It was sad seeing one of my most favorite animation channels go down to what it is today. And I'm not alone on this one, because if you go to their old videos, you'll see people commenting saying they wish they had the old GameToons back. And that's how GameToons went from being one of the best animation channels down to a brain rot mess. Hey, if you're still watching this, I thank you for doing so. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you want, you can subscribe, or if you also want, you can just click out of this video and forget I ever existed. But at the end of the day, it's your choice, and I'm just here to make entertainment for you in the long run. If you guys want to see more videos like this, 2 likes, and I'll continue with the Fame to Shame series. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is for you currently, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is your #1 idiot, signing out.